What's up, everybody? This is Uncle Chuck Nitty from the Gym of Hard Knocks. I'm here with one of the best pound-for-pound women fighters in the world, Ms.Melissa, Huracan Hernandez. How you doing, Ms. Hernandez?
Doing all right. Just finished sparring. You know how it is, getting that rest in.
We're here at Gleasons Gym. I like to ask a question. Ms. Hernandez, how did a young lady like you come to want to be a boxer?
Coming to be a boxer, I didn't want to be a boxer. I came to the gym to lose weight. And then I ended up fighting Golden Gloves, and I loved it. So that's where we are now.
How was your Golden Gloves career?
My Golden Gloves career, my first Golden Gloves, I took silver. And then 2 years after that, 2004 and 2005, I took gold.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So how was the transition to pro coming from the amateurs and all? Was it tougher, being that, you know, certain rules are different and as far as equipment and all? Was the transition hard from the pros, from Golden Gloves?
Actually, I've always had a pro style. I always trained with pros. So for me, the transition was super easy. It was just keep fighting the way I do, but just take off the headgear.
And you fought some of the best women fighters in the world today. You go down in the history books as one of the greatest women fighters ever. You got one of the greatest technical styles and the best footwork in the game. I mean, who was one of your toughest fights in women as a fighter?
I have a few.
Yeah.
My toughest fight, actually, power-wise, was Chevelle Hallback. Also, her being a friend of mine, so, you know, I guess friends make the best fights. But she really dug out the beast out in me. And then I'm going to say Layla McCarter, because she's kind of like the Bernard Hopkins of women's boxing.
I already can understand that point.
So that was hard, and she also was my first loss. And it was nice coming back 4 weeks later and beating her. And then I also, with her, we fought the 3-minute round. So it made it a beautiful thing. Then after that, it's just, you know, the women got better and better. And I just have to keep adapting to the styles.
Yeah, because there's a lot of styles. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the state of women's boxing now, the new talent that's out now? You got some fighters. You got Kalisha West. You got Ava Knight. You got the Filipino sister, Anna Jolatan. You know, what do you think about the new blood of warriors?
Let me clarify one thing about Anna Jolatan. She signed 2 contracts to fight me and never showed up.
Yeah?
So that's all I'm going to say about her. But that was years ago. And I let it go. But Kalisha West, you know, one of those women that nobody wants to fight as well. Great fighter. Eva Knight. I have a funny story about Eva Knight. I saw Eva Knight fight Baby Doll Reed in Mohegan Sun. Yeah. And right there, she took a draw that night. I said, this girl's going to be an amazing fighter. Next thing you know, a couple of years passed by. She's the WBC Diamond Champion. I've always been a fighter, Eva Knight. I'll always be a fan of hers. And, you know, the new blood like that is what's up. I totally think they're the real deal. It's the next coming flight of female fighters that I'm not really trusting.
No. Let me ask you a question. Like, all right, you've been in the game for what, 12 years now?
12 years.
I mean, when you go to different gyms, do people recognize you right off the bat, being that you like a veteran and you really put in work in this business?
Well, when you go to a gym that they know about boxing, yeah, everybody knows who I am. That's how I know I'm not in a good gym. When I walk in and nobody knows who I am, I'm like, maybe I don't want to be here.
Because that's probably a casual fan gym.
It is. You know what? The funny thing about it, like, now people are recognizing me in the street, which is pretty freaking cool.
Casual question, do they say, Melissa, you're kind of smaller in person? Do anybody say that?
Every time people meet me in person, they're like, yo, you're tiny. They're like, how do you fight these giant women? And I'm like, yo, you know, it's the size of the dog.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the size of fighting a dog. That's the way it is.
And you've got a lot of fight in that dog. I done seen it, believe me.
Being Bronx raised, you know, you can't help but have a big fight in you.
The boogie down?
The boogie down. You know, you'll never forget where you come from.
You know? Charles One, Fat Joe, huh?
There you go.
Let me ask you a question, like, all right, who inspired you as a woman's fighter to be the best? Like, cause you got skills. Like, who inspires you? Like when you said, well, I like their style a little something. As when you was coming up in the game early.
When I was coming up, it had to be my first trainer, Belinda Lara Cuente. You know, she was the most technically sound female, I think, to this day. So watching her and being under her tutelage taught me so much. And then watching Hector Camacho, Marvin Hagler, to me, those are the real fighters. You know, not putting down anything before that time, but for me, boxing's changed and it's evolved. Yeah. So watching all these fighters, you know, with all that extra swag, to me, that's what's up. And you got to give it to the king, too, Prince Nassim Hamed.
Oh, yeah, Prince is a beast.
You know, so it's like, when you look at me and then you look at those fighters, you're like, it makes sense.
Prince eating good, though, now.
Yeah, he sure is.
Prince eating good, you know? Because, yeah, I can understand. Prince is a bad brother, you know?
Sure was. You know, the boxing is not just about the fight. It's the show you got to put on, you know, with performance.
Yeah, you
so we got, and you know, that's the main reason why I tell people that I'm women's boxing. I'm not just out there fighting, I'm putting on the show. I make people want to buy tickets.
Yeah, I know. Let me ask you a question. If you could fight anybody right now today on a women's boxing, who would you like to step to?
Floyd Mayweather. You know, you know, everybody calling out Floyd. Well, I should have not. Let's see. The women fighters. You know what? What's her name? Cecilia Brækhus.
Okay, that's the sister from
the Colombian chick.
The Colombian
from overseas.
sister, the Morena sister.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to fight Cecilia Brækhus, even though she's 147. I don't have a problem doing a catch weight. You know, she's known to be the baddest bitch right now, and I seem to think I am.
Did she come back and beat that Dominican sister?
I don't even. No. She fought. She's undefeated.
You talking about Brækhus, the girl who looks kind of like a Colombian Serena? She got knocked out by the Dominican sister.
No, not by the Dominican. The Dominican, I know who you're talking about now. She beat that girl.
She beat her?
Yeah.
Because I know there's a sister. She was in Colombia, in her country, and she fought a sister from DR, a real dark Morena sister from DR.
No, but this girl's adopted. She lives in Belgium.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is somebody totally different.
Somebody totally different.
And she's undefeated.
Undefeated, pound for pound, the best in the world right now. And that's who I want.
So you would step up and wait for that?
Sure will. It's not like I haven't before. You know, I fought, my last fight, I fought at 140. See, they don't make them like me no more. I go from 126 to 147 in a heartbeat.
So you the female Sugar Ray Robinson, huh?
Yeah, I'm the female Melissa Hernandez, you know what I mean? It's one thing. I don't like to be compared to nobody for the simple fact that I'm trying to change the game. I love being called, being compared to male fighters, but let's turn it up a little bit and say, I'm Melissa Hernandez, and other women should want to be like me.
Yeah, because you don't fight like a girl. Excuse my French. I've been watching you for years. You don't fight like a girl. You attack people like, you know, you got the skills like. You got the jab, you got the shoulder roll, like a brother, no offense.
Well, the thing about it, the best thing you can ever tell a woman is that we fight like a man. Yeah. So you know what? I can fight like a man.
You know, it was an honor. You know, I've been wanting to catch you for so long. I seen your picture here at Gleasons Gym. I said, damn, I got to catch Melissa here one day.
Yeah.
But since you've been gone, you know, you've been, on your own little thing. Yep. I said, one day she's going to come back, and I'm going to catch you. And I caught you today.
You know, I've been in Miami for 3 years. I'm trying to make the transition back to New York. Sometimes you need to lay low and, you know, refine yourself. Boxing will burn you out. So now I'm back to take over the women's rankings again, one bitch at a time. That's how we roll.
You know, there's another thing I wanted to ask you. In boxing today, right, there's a lot of good fighters, a lot of historical fighters. How does it feel to you to know that you're going to go down in history as one of the greatest women fighters ever?
To me, that's all I've ever wanted after I won all the world titles and all that. It became trying to get into the Hall of Fame. You know, I'm not trying to knock Lucia Riker, but Lucia Riker never did nothing to be in the Hall of Fame. I have. You know, I fought Chevelle when Chevelle was Chevelle. I fought everybody when they were who they were. And I'm still out there fighting, and, you know, six world titles in 4 different weight classes. Who's doing that? You know what I mean? So being called and being put as one of the best women of all time is, let's keep it going, you know. I want to be a living legend.
So there you have it. I'm here with Melissa Hernandez, Shark Hernandez, Uncle Chuck Nitty, Jim Hard Knocks. You know, peace out, Big Melissa. Be cool.
Peace out.
You a beast. South Bronx all day.
All day, baby.